Welcome to Humanities 102. I'm Professor Kine, and in this video we'll talk about crap detection. So here's the situation. You have to write a paper for one of your classes, and your instructor expects you to cite sources. No problem. You'll Google it, you'll go to Wikipedia, and you'll do fine, right? Not so fast. Those websites might give you crap sources, and then your professor will give you a crap grade. You don't want that. What do I mean by crap? I mean a source that's unreliable or not credible because it's not necessarily true, up to date, or accurate. And there's plenty of those out there, especially on the web. So let's make sure we know what crap looks like so we can avoid it. In a speech delivered in Washington, D.C. at the National Convention for the Teachers of English way back in 1969, a teacher named Neil Postman talked about the art of crap detection. He decided that it was really important to help students learn how to distinguish useful talk from crap, and he went about describing specific types of crap that he thought we should be trained to detect. Let's look at each of these in turn. He wants us to notice and detect pompous writing. Writers are pompous when they try to use fancy titles or needlessly difficult words and phrases to puff themselves up and make themselves look more important than others. Usually this tactic is used to hide insufficiencies in their writing or their argument. Noted advertiser David Ogilvy said, "Our business is infested with idiots who try to impress by using pretentious jargon." He was talking about people being pompous. The next type of crap he wants us to detect is fanaticism. Bigotry is the one he says is most harmful. Bigots are people who are utterly intolerant of any opinion other than their own, or who have no belief in data that does not prove their own point of view. Winston Churchill said, "A fanatic is one who can't change his mind and won't change the subject." The next form of crap he targets is the inane. He's referring to people like entertainers, the rich and famous, athletes, or other unqualified laymen who talk with emotion or sincerity about topics that they're unqualified to discuss with authority. Famous rock legend Alice Cooper said, "So when I see all these rock stars up there talking politics, it makes me sick. If you're listening to a rock star in order to get your information on who to vote for, you're a bigger moron than they are. Why are we rock stars? Because we're morons. We sleep all day, we play music at night." Superstition is the next type of crap to watch for. Postman says superstition is ignorance presented in the cloak of authority. Famous American novelist Gore Vidal said, "At any given moment, public opinion is a chaos of superstition, misinformation, and prejudice." Next, we are cautioned to know ourselves. It's important to note that what you consider crap depends on your own internal value system. Therefore, it's important to know where you stand and what you believe. The main source of crap you have to contend with is yourself. He asks us to acknowledge our own isms: fascism, communism, capitalism, even patriotism. Businessman Bernard Baruch said, "Only as you do know yourself can your brain serve you as a sharp and efficient tool. Know your own failings, passions, and prejudices so you can separate them from what you see." We are further advised to pay attention to the ulterior motives of others. Postman claims that almost all human communication has profound hidden agendas, and says almost nothing is about what you think it is, including you. He says sensitivity to the phony uses of language requires knowledge of how to ask questions, how to validate answers, and certainly how to assess meanings. Crap detection is truly an art. So now we know there's a lot of crap out there in writing, and nowhere will you find more crap than on the internet. Anyone can write anything and post it on the web, and they do. So how can you figure out what to use? Well, luckily, some librarians at the Marion Library at Cal State Chico developed evaluation criteria for you to use. and it's called the CRAP test. The CRAP test lists 5 criteria for you to examine, each with guiding questions to help you evaluate your sources. The first criteria is currency, the timeliness of the information. Is the information old? When was the last time it was revised or updated? Does it matter if it's old? That's for you to decide. The next criteria is relevance. Does the information relate to your research topic? Is the writing at an appropriate level for your intended audience? Is this the best source or just the first source you found? Next comes authority, the source of the information. Who is the author, publisher, or sponsor of the information, and what are their qualifications to write about this subject? Then we look at accuracy, the reliability, truthfulness, and correctness of the content. Is the information supported by evidence? Is there a gatekeeper, a peer review process, an editor? Where does this information come from? The last criteria to evaluate is purpose. We need to determine the reason the information exists. Is it to inform, sell, entertain, persuade? Is the point of view objective or biased? Is there a hidden agenda? Let's see what Jane, a friendly librarian at Parkland College, has to say about the CRAP test.
Jane says CRAP test. What? We all know everything you find online is true, right? No? Really? Huh. Use the CRAP test when you need to look up anything online. It's not just for school. Use it for looking up info on cars, movies, celebrity gossip, and research for your classes. What is it? The superfine librarians at Cal State Chico came up with the CRAP test. It stands for C, currency. When was the information written? Is it too old for what you need? R, relevance. Does the info answer your question? Who's the audience, a 5th grader? A, authority or author, the big one. Who wrote the info? Who put it out there? Look at the website address for clues. Is it a .com, commercial, .gov, government, .edu, education, or a .org? Something to think about. .edus could be written by a student. Don't blindly trust an edu website. Check to see who wrote the info. Look for a link that says About Us, or Who We Are, or something similar. A, accuracy. Is the information correct? Can you verify the info in another source? P, for purpose. Why is the information out there? Is it to persuade, to inform, educate, or sell something? Look for bias in how the information is presented. Using this simple CRAP test can help you determine if a website is credible or not.
So take no crap from your sources, whether they're in print or online, and give no crap to your professors so you'll get no crap grades. That's it for this video on crap detection. Thanks for watching, and good luck in Humanities 102.